Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Sanibonani, Ninjani. You know, these are the pre-champions, Baba. Talk to us. Talk to us. We are the pre-Nedbank Cup champions. Just now, Baba, Saturday, the country is closing. We're going to need a public holiday after Saturday because Chiefs is winning that cup. But before we get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. I am continuing my chat of the road towards winning the Nedbank Cup. And now what we're going to discuss about the road towards winning the Nedbank Cup is that we are going to chat about key people, key players, and key things that we will need to see in this game. One of them I'm going to chat about is the game we must play. Another one we're going to chat about is the players that are going to impact the game. And another one I'm going to chat about is how I feel like Nabi and them were going to get it right, which also includes the game. But let's jump into it. You know what, guys? The game we must play, and this is my opinion, don't kill me, but let me say it this way. I don't care if we play nonsense on Saturday. I don't care if it looks ugly. All I care is when the final whistle blows that Kaizer Chiefs are champions. Some of you may even want to take it to penalties. I want 90 minutes win. I don't want the stress of penalties. Penalties is anyone's win. Anyone can win a penalty shootout. I need to win in 90 minutes. And you know how we can do that? How we can do that is simple. We have to play Orlando Pirates the way we played Sundowns. Meaning that give them the ball, but never allow them into your half. The moment they enter our half, we press them. We lock them down. We close them. We do everything we can. And I believe in Abu Nabi. I believe Abu Nabi are figuring out a tactic to close Abu Rele. They proved in our first Soweto derby in the league that they can close these more influential players. Yes, Rele escaped in the end. We all aware of that. In the end, Rele found a way and he escaped. But also that's lapse of concentration. But I believe we can do it. I believe the game plan we played in the first leg of the league and the game plan we played against Sundowns needs to be the game plan we play today in the derby on Saturday. The one way we give Pirates the ball, allow them to attack us, allow them to try to do everything. But the moment they pass the halfway line, that's where we press them. That's why we don't allow them into the spaces. And then the moment we get the ball, we go. Because one thing I've picked up is that as good as the players have looked from Orlando Pirates, but they have a lot of similarities to Sundowns defenders at the back. And when I say Sundowns defenders, I mean the center backs. The center backs of Pirates have tendencies of decking. They have this, like Mbogaz is a very strong player. But if you play him according to size, he will beat you. You should not play him one-on-one and try out-muscle him. If you try out-muscle that boy will push you onto the ground. But another positive that Sundowns has that Pirates don't have is move down. So Pirates has Hoto, but Hoto is not a natural defender. And Pirates has Dino van Rooyen or Shandu. I think Dino van Rooyen will probably start this game. I think he's more of a person who will start. But the nice thing about the one thing you need to be aware of is Dino and Hoto are not natural defenders. They are just fast wingers who know how to close down players. So if you get them in the right position, you can find yourself getting a red card for them, or you can find yourself getting a penalty. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, that's the game I think we should play. You guys tell me what you think about that. Key players for this derby. The key players is going to be Lilepo, Sirino, Tabocele. Those are going to be the key players. Du Shabalala will probably be there. Modi will be there. I don't know who will start between those two. Those are our players. Another key player that, I don't even believe that I missed this player, is the return of Duba. Duba's heart is what I need on that pitch, but I also need him to stay focused. What do I mean I need him to stay focused? It's going to be a very emotional final. And it's going to be a very intense final. We don't need someone losing their head and throwing like when the whistle has blown and hitting someone on the face and getting a red card. We don't need such incidents. So Uduba needs to watch what he does. I believe for the final, Miguel will return. I believe Miguel will be there. Edmilson Dove will be there, and a part of me actually thinks Msimango will be there. I don't know. I'm basically clutching at straws here, but I'm thinking Msimango will be there. But obviously, Msimango is not there. Then it's going to be Gwinika, and I think Nabi will still play Solomons because I don't think Frosler would be ready to take on the challenge. Or Blom, actually. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what's happening with our injury list. Like, there's not much news about Blom. I don't know if Blom is injured. It's very confusing at this point. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. But these are the key players. Another key player who, for this game, I just hope it's one of his best games for Chiefs this season, is Yusuf Mat. I think Yusuf Mat will definitely start against Pirates, but I hope that this is his game of the season. I hope this is the best game of the season. I hope this game he gets an assist and a goal. I don't know how, but I think he can do it. That's one of the things I'm going to say. So when I'm counting these players, the one thing I'm also making myself realize is that Buffett, we do have the players to beat Pirates, and we did have the players to have a better position in the league. I don't know why it didn't happen, but it didn't happen. But I see collab. This is the road to the Nedbank Cup final. So I really hope these players step up, and I really hope we give ourselves a good account. Some people have been mentioning that they may want to see one or two youngsters on the bench. And I said, I don't think we're going to see any of these youngsters on the bench. Obviously, in my opinion, I've been wrong many times before. But I feel like if there's a chance we can see Abona Lady Hlongwane and stuff like that, it's probably going to be when we're playing Abo Sikukune and Pulukwane Seed. I expect those players to come in when we play those games, because then the season will be done. It will be, these guys who have been playing this season would have done all they can do. Like at this point, I think at this point, this team has the Nedbank Cup. After the Nedbank Cup, we are not going to be relegated, and fighting for top 8, acting like we can win top 8, etc. is all nice, but like, the players have disappointed us. So I think we need to start seeing attack. And I'm not even talking about the defensive youngsters. I want to see the attacking youngsters. Like, we just need a youngster who can maybe find something, find the spark in the front. So that's what I want to see there. But other than that, Nabi needs to get his tactics right. He needs to get his substitutions right. And most importantly, this I think is the one that's most important. Chiefs cannot concede lazy goals and dumb goals. Chiefs cannot concede early. Chiefs needs to drive this game. If Pirates do score in this game, as long as they've only scored 1, that's fine. But if they reach 2 goals and stuff, then for us, the game is already getting out of hand. We should be the ones with 2 goals, not Pirates. So Nabi needs to get his tactics right. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to have to really do a miracle for us and surprise us. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I'm really hoping that Nabi shows us some miracles. And that for me basically sums up the road to the Nedbank Cup final. The Nedbank Cup final for us, I think, has been a good run, but at the same time, it has been frustrating because we kind of mix the cup and the league. Like, you go to the cup, you win. You go to the league, you lose. It's been a bit difficult. So if you have to just look at the cup alone, we are beating the best and we are winning. If there's one team that deserves to win this Nedbank Cup, it's Kaizer Chiefs. I think we have beaten the people who were meant to beat, and the ones that people didn't believe we would beat. We really outplayed them and outthought them and used our tactics to really find a way to beat them. But now this is the last hurdle. Imagine winning this Nedbank Cup, having beaten the likes of having beaten the likes of okay, free agents, we can't really say much. Cheaper, we can't really say much. But having beaten Stellenbosch, Sundowns, and Pirates, those are not easy feats. Those are not easy teams to beat. So these guys that I just mentioned are in the top four. Yeah, they're in the top four of the league, meaning that Chiefs would have beaten the top four teams, excluding Sekhukhune, to win the Nedbank Cup, and Chiefs is not even in the top 8. So that would be a very big achievement. Would actually be the Amakhosi of the Nedbank Cup. So we need to hope good we have Amakhosi energy when we get into this cup, because Amakhosi also won a cup like this. So we need to make a plan to win a cup like this. So Nabi, please bring the Nedbank Cup home. We need this one. But positives. We think positives. We win this one. Amakhosi.